To find out more about this evolution of the art, I spoke to Kim Dramer. She's an expert on Chinese archaeology and culture. She began by talking about the similarities between calligraphy and painting.
Basically, art and calligraphy use the same tools, that is to say, a brush and paper. And the brush is very simple. It's basically a bamboo tube stuffed with hair. So stroke determines the format of something you would like to paint. It determines not only the form, but the characteristics and emotional content of a character. This is because the paper will allow the viewer who's familiar with calligraphy to literally retrace the hand and movements of the calligrapher. In addition, there's a whole history attached to this. Calligraphers could come up with their own style. They could be imitating the style of somebody with a past. All of this will have resonance with the informed viewer.
What's the difference between Chinese calligraphy and the type of calligraphy we find in the West?
We only have 26 letters, easy to master. Each character in China is unique. So the effort to master even a basic literacy, to achieve a basic literacy in China, is huge. In addition, I would say that there is always a political connection with calligraphy that goes hand in hand with its artistic content. We should never dismiss that. Basically, what people are looking for in calligraphy is evidence is the same sort of character that would form a man who was good for the civil service system. They would be looking for uprightness in a character by the adherence to the order of strokes. They would be looking for flexibility. They would be looking for a good proportion of what the Chinese call bone to flesh. All of these are things that we don't have in calligraphy in the West, and that are so crucial to the appreciation of calligraphy in China.
It's such a part of culture, of history of China, and yet when you go to China, like myself, you see young people with all the devices and this just absorbing all the new technology and everything. Is there any concern on your part that this might become a lost art form as a result?
I asked myself that when I realized my own children, never learned cursive in American schools. But there is a tremendous interest in calligraphy by young people. And part of this is through historical pride. The Chinese system of writing is a hallmark of Chinese culture. It's what allows the Chinese to claim that they have the world's longest, oldest, continuing civilization. Calligraphy is a great part of that claim. So students are very proud of what they consider to be their unique and long history, and they're very interested in learning traditional calligraphy. Even though in China today they use simplified letters, students do have a desire to learn the traditional characters.